workshop here. I'm Renato Lo Cigno from the University of Trento, and I'm the coordinator of the Horizon 2020 project, which is on community networks and in general the possibility of alternative internets. What is a community network? It's wireless normally, but also wired network infrastructure owned and operated by the community itself. So it's something that goes back to the notion of commons and the idea of what is today shared economy. Why not? So examples of this, we have the largest in the world, I guess, community network in Catalonia. Monroca later on will tell us, connecting tens of thousands of nodes and being run in some sense as a business, as an ethical business, but with straight ideas and business plans. On the other extreme, and we also have representatives here today, we have this network in Italy, whose original goal was the creation of an alternative internet altogether. So the purpose is no internet access. They are changing now. Leonardo will tell something about this. They might get internet access, but this network exists as a parallel communication network to the internet. So this just to give an idea of what we are talking about. Now, a couple of words about this project and why this project has pushed and to organize this event here. We are 4 university, 1 research center, and 1 non-government governative organization from Switzerland. So it's, in some sense, a purely academic project. No industries, very strange, but very interesting. I'm proud of this. Being able to bring a European project without industries today is very, very difficult. So where the project stems from, where it comes from. Well, first of all, communications we are a fundamental need and right of modern society. Not only they are probably one of the strongest economical pushes toward development. So the infrastructure itself is a key asset. And I'm not only talking about dark fiber. Infrastructure today goes up to middle layers. Cloud-based systems. So it's not a subdivision today between fibers and software. The infrastructure goes up very close to services today. So this is very important to take this. So community networks are bottom-up initiatives. They are very diverse around. So the idea was let's try to start understanding as a research project and categorize and classify what all of these initiatives are. Do they have something in common? What is this common part they have? Is it possible to find a global framework where community networks can become part of the big scenario of the internet? So in other words, can they be an alternative of the internet, or can they be alternative internets? These are two different things. An alternative of the internet means we think that community networks will be the successor of the internet. Is this possible? Probably not. Alternative internets means they exist parallel to the standard commercial infrastructure. Can they be both, or can they be none? We still don't have this answer. We obviously hope that the last question is negative. So community networks will have a part in the future internet and will have a part in making the internet a more democratic and accessible living place for everybody. So the project is multidisciplinary in nature. You need technology to build networks. You need technology to build services. You need technology to manage. But then you need management. and this is not technology, this has to do with economy, this has to do with politics, this has to do with sociology. And then you need also legislation, and that's why we are here. Legislation is fundamental for telecommunications, even more than many other areas. Telecommunications is probably the single technological area where standards and regulations have the major impact. Standards because to communicate you need to agree on a language, which is not necessarily true on, in other technologies. And we are seeing in these days that non-standard solutions are becoming monopolies, which is very bad. So that's it. Well, we are late, but if not helped going even later, please enjoy the workshop. Thank you.